Hello, everybody. It's Friday night, and it is time for the Weekender once again. We have a jam-packed show full of futurism this week as we check out sci-fi starters, sci-fi scenery, and sci-fi sports. As well as that, we also have a prize from Warlord Games, a £50 voucher for one lucky commenter below this video here on the YouTubes. Now sit back, relax, because your weekend starts here. Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Weekender. I'm joined by Justin and Ben.
Hello.
Hello.
We're back for another week's worth of fun.
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm.
There's so much fun to be had, so much news.
There is a lot of news. Yeah.
Lordy, lorks a lordy. So much news. Finally, I could say that Jervis Johnson is helping with DreadBall All-Stars. Something that Ronnie Renton told me in late August, early September.
Wow.
And he'll be at a playtest day soon, like in a couple of weeks. So going, I just have to keep it under my hat for a couple of weeks. And then he wasn't at that playtest day, and they've just kept putting little silhouettes of him up. More of that later, though.
Who's that? Pokemon?
Pretty much.
Press B to stop evolution.
Yeah. But yeah, we are into February,
yes,
which means we're going to start delving into the project system and looking at your Train Fest
we will
things
be
shortly. Don't take January as a hard end to Train Fest. If you've still got some bits that you want to do, feel free to go ahead, do them.
I mean, we didn't see it as a hard end, so.
Well, I mean, you guys are now having to kill your darlings.
Normally, I laterally extend it into March anyway. So, I know a few people are still working away, or one or two people have been polishing stuff off recently. And it's like, well, I'm not too worried about that.
We will give leeway.
Because it's not about the completion. It's about the project, is it?
It's about how much fun you're having.
Yes. So we'll be taking a look at those, and we'll let you know what the crack is with that in some sort of extended special show in the not too distant future, probably sometime in March. Yay. Before we start the springy cleaning.
Yeah.
So before the end of March, you have our word. I'm assured of this, as Robert Redford once said several times.
Yeah.
Right.
Recorded verbal contract.
Into the news.
Coming to you from the center of Northwestern Europe. Covering board games, war games, card games, and all that you love. It's the news.
And we're going to kick the news off this week with a touch of the freaky for Friday.
Oh, I see what you did there.
A Festung Friday, perhaps.
However, it is the news of Festung Europa coming from Warlord, as they insist on being pronounced, for Conflikt 47, a book and a bevy of beautiful minis to go with.
Oh, yeah.
So, Festung Europa is focusing in and around the Dresden Rift, where the British and US alliance and the Soviet bloc are up against all the Axis forces pouring at them in every direction. A big focus on that will be the Totenkorps, with the emphasis on corpse. So, yes, it'll be interesting. We also have Roberta Wells, which if you get the book, you'll get her, but you can also pick her up separately as well. So, more of a scientist/engineer than a fighter. However, she does join the Fireflies for recce and to try and get the gist of the best way to stop the horribleness that's coming out of the rest in every way, shape, and form. So yes, you can grab her separately as well. Alongside her, we also have
creepiness.
Oberstarts Albrecht von Zugling, with his delightful little walker, because he doesn't want to get his boots wet.
Yeah.
It's like high heels. High heels were invented for butchers.
Oh, there you go.
Really?
I didn't realize
so they didn't get their feet covered in blood and didn't slip on all the entrails and crap on the floor. So in a similar vein, he doesn't want to get down and mucky when he's rampaging the battlefield looking for new objects.
That's a very different kinky boots. Yeah.
Isn't it, though?
Yeah.
Everybody's talking about kinky boots, kinky boots. He will be accompanied in his battlefield scrummaging with some platoon commanders for the Totenrotte.
So incredibly Wolfenstein.
Oh, they're screaming Wolfenstein out the wazoo, aren't they? Which I think is what people want in life.
Yeah.
I will say, those Sturmgewehr, he's got the vampire system on there, but it's not green for some reason. It should be a lovely red color, unless this is some sort of weird upgraded Rift version of the vampire.
Yeah.
Or it might just be the studio painter went, I think it would look cool green.
That's probably it. I do like the fact they've got little shoulder mounted versions, so they can all be running around in the dark and still see what's happening with their infrared evilness. Bwom, bwom, bwom.
I'm sure those guys are going to be really good. It'd be really fun seeing what people do with the painting of those. I want to see some different uniform styles and things like that.
Yes.
Be neat. So.
Yeah, no, see, I'm liking the grey fatigues, but you see the armor, if it was like a deep red.
Ooh.
Oh dear God, I have inspired something
just like
burgundy.
Just like the red oxide primer that they used on their vehicles.
Yeah, I think that could be really striking.
My Imperial Guard used to be rocking standard German field grey fatigues,
right?
But then the armor, and it was especially noticeable on the Kasserkin, I painted in German three color camo, so like ambush camo or whatever. So they've got like the armor is camouflaged, and then the Kasserkin got SSP'd up. And I think they would look something striking like that as well. But anyway, I digress. More of that painting later. They're all going to be in Warlord resin. However, there will be this big Galvi bucket of Wombies in plastic. And this is a big upgrade on the old plastics. So
cool.
Before it was essentially a bunch of heads and arms that you could stick onto the Warlord plastics.
Right.
Which were the old zombies, whereas these are bespoke. Not sure how many's on a sprue. I was counting about 8 different bodies, although it may be 6, and I may have lost the plot somewhere.
A lot of people have been asking for the sprues, apparently. I think Warlord are going to show them off at some point soon.
I'm not surprised they're asking for the sprues. We're all very curious as to what's going on here. But as you can see, there's things like the Schwertruppen, the Firefly. You've got greatcoat wearing, camo smocks, standard fatigues.
You've got one guy for whom breakdancing is not optional.
The poor fellow on the ground who looks like a tanker, just being sort of spun round.
Spin me, Fritz. Spin me.
Yeah. Arms look separate and heads look separate, so I imagine that is where you'll be able to mix and match. I think the bodies are all going to be one piece, although he said in a high questioning voice, now look at the Schwer. Oh, there's 2 Schwertruppen because he's got a broken ankle. Right.
Ooh. I like the guy who's been bisected. He's
him.
Yeah.
He's giving you a touch of the side eye as well.
Yeah. Nice kinky boots, sir.
I did not appreciate what you did, sir, with your massive chopper. I imagine somewhere nearby is one of those massive Soviet bears.
Oh yeah.
Who's tempted to stop it and miss the head. The downside is now he's just flopping around like T2.
Yeah.
It's a cracking bunch of plastics.
Really nice set.
Will not be alone, for they will be backed up by the Nachzehrer.
Yes.
Now, I will leave it to Punny in the comments to discuss the incorrect spelling of Nachzehrer. German for revenant. Normally creep about and eat dead. These things do something very similar insofar as, apart from the massive pinchers, they also have these, I think, body digesting enzyme type stuff that they can inject
for turning things into the totem corpse.
Yeah, so it's just walking through a field of corpses going, and you get a zombie, and you get a zombie, and you get a zombie, and you get a zombie.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Equal opportunity zombifying.
Massive tank of jazz on the back to be pumped in there. So, not quite unlimited zombies for everyone, but definitely when you see a couple of those stalking across the battlefield, they need to be shot up fairly quickly to stop any of that nonsense kicking off.
Shenanigans.
a really nice bunch of figures. You'll be able to get them, like I say, individually, or if you want to pick up the whole graveyard, the Totenrotte, you can grab it. You'll have 2 of the Naxera, your platoon commanders, and enough Wombies to give your friends an absolute pants-shitting moment.
You can also see there's the variant of the Naxera at the back as well, which is the Inferno Spinner. So you can turn it into throws if you like. So
only if your opponent is coming towards you with more Wombies would you require flamethrowers. I'm very much of the opinion it should be all the dead all the time.
See,
come to the battlefield with 1,000 points, leave the battlefield with 1,500.
We see that's more of a command and control thing, because if there are too many zombies at the end of the day and you need to pack them into trucks, whoever doesn't fit gets toasted.
I don't think there's such a thing as too many zombies. And certainly not if you're trying to defend yourself against 3 incoming enemy powers and keep them away from the rift. You just keep firing those things out and have your platoon commanders gently herd them in the correct direction.
Turns out Dresden was a bad idea in more ways than one. There we go.
I mean, you say that.
I've read Slaughterhouse 5, so.
Oh, well. Up for pre-order very shortly, if not. No,
well, they're up for
I think they're already up,
and
actually.
In a couple of months. Yeah.
I did have a nosy at the Axis lists. It's not been updated yet, so we don't know what their stats are like. Because I am curious. I had to be.
They're going to make you buy the models and then tell you how they work.
And then tell you what the stats are like.
Yeah. And then you discover you need twice as many Wombies.
Well, currently the Totem Corps has a unit entry because they've been there since day dot in the game. So that we know that they're tough fighters, so they're difficult to take down, and they don't have any weapons. They shamble, so 4-inch move, 8-inch run. So they are slow Wombies. But doesn't matter when you've got loads of them. You just have wave after wave after wave after wave.
Yes. Love it.
Right. Sticking with the weird, but not quite as horrific.
And from a galaxy far, far away. The folks over at Atomic Mass Games have revealed pre-orders for some new special edition box sets for use with Star Wars Legion. So these are in the same vein as the existing starter sets that you can get for Star Wars Legion, in that they come with a full recon force for you to use on the tabletop. But these ones are specially themed around the idea of the Battle of Hoth and obviously the Empire Strikes Back. So both sets come with special edition miniatures, leading with the Echo-based defenders and General Leia Organa, as you can see there, looking very, very cool indeed. Nice new pose for her. She comes in a box set alongside C-3PO, R2-D2, very cool, alongside 20 of the Rebel veterans, 2 of the Tauntaun Riders, and 2 Mark II medium blaster troopers, which gives you a 600-point recon level starter army for use in the game. So essentially, out of the box, drop it on the tabletop, away you go, start playing some games with your friends and have some fun. Again, all of these will be done in the new plastics that Atomic Mass have been using for Star Wars Legion as well. So it's that really nice, high-quality stuff compared to the old, softer plastic that some people might be familiar with that they had in the initial launch of Star Wars Legion. But yeah.
I see they've gone a bit racist again.
Yes, lots of humans.
Lots of humans, one Sullustan.
Yeah.
In there. Yeah. Poor fella.
You have to get like a box of Duros heads or something and start throwing them.
I'm just thinking, how easy will they be to kit bash? Because there's plenty of alien heads in the Endor-style Rebel Alliance box set that came out first. And you also had multiple heads, so you could do them all human or all alien.
Yes.
So potentially there's more aliens. They've just decided to be racist for the picture.
Might have been. I also suppose, because when you think back to Empire Strikes Back, the actual battle on Hoth, there's not that many aliens in the army.
It's because they filmed it in Norway and shipping over all the additional latex heads for aliens would have been too expensive, so it was much cheaper just to go, you're all human here.
There's your reasoning.
One of these guys could be Treat Williams, though. Got a cameo.
Oh, there you go.
Anyway.
So that's your Echo-based defenders, so a pretty solid set on that side of things. Going up against them, You have Blizzard Force, so this introduces the Empire looking to destroy everything that the Rebels hold dear on Hoth. So this comes with a new version of Darth Vader, so he gets another special edition miniature. A little bit more. The last one that we saw for him was obviously a bit more of a commanding sort of pose. This one's a bit
doing
more,
a touch of the we can rule the galaxy.
Yeah. This one is very much him stalking forward, ready to cut some rebels down with his lightsaber.
I'm surrounded
rays.
by fear and dead men.
Yes. Oh, such a good quote. And comes with a set that includes a lot more of the big new plastics as well. So you get 11 of the Stormtroopers, 22 Snowtroopers, and then 2 of the Imperial probe droids. As a lot of people were saying, it's a bit odd that they threw Stormtroopers in there again. Would have been nice to maybe see something else,
yes.
But or just maybe more snowtroopers, I suppose.
Yeah,
but I guess they're trying to make up the numbers for a smaller force because again, this is a 600-point recon list, so you're not going to be playing around with too much big stuff. I guess at this point,
I'm imagining that the snowtroopers are probably more expensive because I think they've got environmental protection and a few other cute little rules. The problem they always run into is that they always include Darth Vader in the box.
Yes. Yeah.
And he is like 200 points naked. Mm-hmm. And then when you give him any force powers at all, he starts to create. He comes up
powerful.
To like easily a third of your force, which always limits what else goes in there.
Maybe we could have had a Veers or something.
A Veers.
Yeah.
And I know some people go, but I really want Darth. It's going, yes, but
he's in the other starter set.
He's in the other starter set, and you can get him individually. Yeah. He will be everywhere. By the end of it, you'll have 15 different poses of Darth Vader. You could literally stop motion him across the board every turn, changing him into a different pose.
Oh, what would happen if you just said, you know what, unit limits be damned, let's just run all the Darth Vaders we have and see how they rack out.
It's some kind of force what if. Yeah.
But I do really like those snowtroopers.
Yeah, they are nice.
They're a really big step up over the last sculpts.
Yeah.
They're just a lot crisper.
Lovely
but
stuff.
I really like them, even if you're not playing in Hoth.
Paint them up in a different way to make them different environmental troopers. That's the way.
Well, that was it. Yeah, so. There was a really good example of it in Rwenge U the Sith, where they were executing Order 66.
Yeah,
and I can't remember him. Katie Mundy gets shot in the back by a load of them, and they've got sort of a ready style armor, ready purple armor, and grey cloth. Like a nice slate grey cloth. That looked really good when they were shooting him in the back of the head. And he's got such a big head to him.
He really does, yeah.
Yes. Anyway.
But yeah, that's another 600-point force. And as I say, these are starter armies, so they come with all of the tokens, the cards, the chips, accessories, dice, all the things you need.
All of the cards.
All of the rules for Legion are online, so you can go find them on there. And obviously for playing your recon games, there's cut down rules and all that kind of thing for it too. But when you dive in, this essentially is another great place to begin, start playing Star Wars Legion alongside the existing starter sets that you're already out there for the Rebel era as well. But this isn't everything for the Hoth-based stuff. We also got some more stuff in very nice new plastic. So there's going to be a set that will contain Captain Solo and Commander Skywalker in that set. Yes, so you can dive in and get your hands on those. Doesn't come with an openable tauntaun for you to stuff Luke in.
Surely that's the wrong colour for his. I'm positive Solo was in a navy coloured Parker.
Oh no, someone's going to have to change the. Do some research, Jerry.
I mean,
somebody took artistic license.
Don't want artistic license.
I know.
I want Solo to be wearing his correct.
Historical accuracy in your Star Wars. But yeah, so this set will come with 2 new plastic miniatures for both of them, alongside all of the upgrade cards you need for using them on the tabletop. And then if you want even more tauntaun in your army, you can also buy a set of 2 extra tauntaun to throw in. An army can have 3 units of 2. So, I mean, if you've got the starter set and you buy 1 more box, what's another box of tauntauns? Run around, capture objectives and all that kind of stuff, do your recon and that kind of thing as well. And again, all of these done in the new lovely hard plastics as well. So Star Wars Legion getting its renaissance that it truly deserves. No fire sale yet, Jerry. No fire sale yet.
Give it time.
Yes.
Give it time.
So, yeah, all of those sets available for you to pre-order now. You should be able to get them through your friendly local gaming stores as well. as I say, they are special edition boxes, so I'd assume it's going to be one of the things where when they're gone, for the Hoth boxes, but should be coming out at the beginning of April. So keep an eye out for that. Think about sort of Adepticon as well and that kind of time too. So you're looking at sort of that era of this year. Go and snap stuff up. But yeah,
it's nice to see
cool
the droids in there with Leia as well.
C-3PO and R2-D2, yeah.
In my head, they were in something weird for the previous release of the.
They were alongside the crashed drop pod, which was like £70 in its own right for 2 models.
That's spicy.
Yeah, so what I did in the end is I have Imperial Assault, and I just took the C-3PO and the R2-D2 out of Imperial Assault and used them because they were cheaper and looked exactly the same. So,
Well, you would, wouldn't you? I mean, I would. Right. Cracking stuff. You may want some terrain to play across your Games of Legion with.
Yes.
And TTCombat, I've got something, well, not specific. For Legion, could be used for Legion.
Pint of non-specific.
Well, all right. So TTCombat, we know, does their Chroma terrain range, and they're bringing out some sci-fi stuff, obviously, as Jerry has alluded to. But yeah, as you were saying, this is more of a generalized sci-fi feel that you can take to any part of the galaxy, as far, far away as you want to go, or as close as you want to go. So starting out, we have our FOB Ignis. So in this set, you're getting your main structure with a couple of guard towers built onto it, a couple of little bunker doors, generator, and what everybody needs in their life, chest-high walls.
Yes, things to hunker down behind and say, yes, I get a cover save, please.
So these are MDF with like a really nice like printed texture on them as well. So if you don't like doing painting, you're fine. I mean, as always with these, maybe take a little bit of marker along the burnt wood edge, but I think because of the style of these, I think you get away with it a little bit better because it does just look like old rusted metal, so it kind of blends in a little better.
Yeah.
On top of that, we also get our Bastion Gateway. So if you want to have like a nice big structural defense point on your tables that maybe some rebels might be trying to break into on a more forested planet, this might work well for that.
That's true, actually. Yeah.
And then we have one of my favorite things, and the next one is the Trench Network. I would get at least 2 or 3 of these if I was buying them, because I want to do like a big, massive trench network to fight through, not just like a random little section in the corner of my table. I want it to be like the full network that you're fighting through and really having tight battles in.
Yeah, that would be cool. Yeah, I like the sound of that.
Like I've still got my Forge World one that I've never got around to painting.
Yes, these all should be very reminiscent if you like old Warhammer terrain. So,
oh god, yeah. Cardboard a go-go.
Yeah.
Yeah. And the last one is the Advanced Landing Ground. So this is your like big full table set in one purchase. So grab this and you've basically got a full like Gothic base sort of style thing. I do like that they haven't overbaked the Gothicness into it. There's touches and allusions to it, but it's not all like, the full on 40k, screaming choirs.
Skulls.
Yeah.
Skulls.
Yeah. Oh no, you want skulls, you can add them yourself. But it's generalized sci-fi enough that it can fit anywhere, but it's got enough of a feel and flavor of the Gothic and the grim dark that if you do some dark weathering and stuff to it, you can really lean it into whatever game you're wanting to use it for.
Yeah, definitely. I think it'd be good for sort of Warpathy stuff as well. I think it works quite nicely in kind of like a Forge Father sense, or like
or if you want to play Warzone.
Even if you're just doing one-page rolls.
It's very good for Warzone.
Oh, yeah, Warzone would be great for this. I will say... Sorry, go on, Justin.
Well, I was also thinking if you wanted to do something a bit pulpy, you could actually, there's nothing to say you can't reprime and repaint this. You could do something bright in like Sci-Fi 70s, 7TV.
Yeah, you could do as well, easily, yeah. I was going to say, this is following on from their Kickstarter they did for this. So some people will already have some of this in their collection and things like that. One thing to note, after watching Midwinter Mini's video of this, it takes a while to build because it's the way that it's been designed to get that effect that you see there, that chunkiness. A lot of it is like double, triple layered MDF. So you layer it up in order to get that design and that feel, which gives you those big chunky corners and things like that. So it will take you a while to build it, but as you say, Justin, at least you're not having to paint it by the very end. So like all of those like sections for the towers and things are double width, that kind of stuff as well. Even the small things like the barricades as well. So
I mean, for me, the building of stuff is always one of my favorite parts of the hobby. So if it's a bit more of an intensive build, I don't mind that. That doesn't look more intensive, but
it doesn't. No, it doesn't look anywhere near as difficult as some of the other kits I've put together.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I know I bring it up once in a while, but the worst I ever had was a 7-layer build for a single wall.
Wow. Well, it's not that bad. So, and as I say,
BC's
take
warehouse
the process out of it, so it's all good. So very cool.
Well, there you go. Hopefully that's wet your whistle for a touch of the old sci-fi. Take a little break and take a look at a campaign on GameFound for some crazy-looking goblins.
Did you win one of our prizes? Find out on our prize claim center over at OnTableTop.com. Here we list all our previous prizes and those who have won. If you see your username, fill out the form to claim your prize. All prizes must be claimed within 30 days.
All right then, Rampage miniatures, which we took to look at the very first campaign a little while ago, are back with some more goblins.
Yay!
All the savage Beastmasters that's fit to Beastmaster.
Yeah.
So the project is for a set of goblin riders on big, massive saber-toothed kitty cats and a bunch of two-handed barbarians. As they say themselves, Paulina has gone, the first release of Goblins was very much a homage to the Kev Adams old school stuff. Now they're getting into going for the fun and wacky. Frazetta meets ... craziness. And this brings us these savage battle masters. So you'll be able to pick these up in a variety of ways. What I'm going to do though, is I'm going to show you the painted stuff, because they come as either STLs or 3D printed bits. And we'll take a look at them in a bit more detail, but the painted things are really nice. And therefore I'm just going to do this. Kickstarter. Please note. No, how could Open Big Pictures Kickstarter?
Oh, God, yeah.
How come you've been around for ages and haven't managed to do what GameFound have done? Kickstarter. You suck. Anyway.
I will say the hair, very Twisted Sister.
I love it.
Oh, it's great.
Yeah.
They look like they should be attacking Conan.
Yeah, but they're like full bullets. 80s glam rock hair.
Yeah, they're definitely abandoned.
Oh, they wouldn't be glam.
Yeah.
That's
the vibe I'm getting. If you disagree, you go ahead.
That's terrible. Why would you ever? Anyway, a whole host of thunderous barbarians berserking their way to happiness. What happens if troll slayers get spotted by goblins? And they go, "Oh, we could do that." 200 action, say. Give it Dixie. So much fun and character in these sculpts from Paulina as well. I particularly like the massive bones through the hair and the big coconut. Like Mr. Lee, he's got a pineapple on his head. So there's a blast in the past for all you kids. But yeah, so set of two-handed infantry looking absolutely cracking. And I also like the fact that they've given us Lloyd shots as well.
Yes.
Very important in life. Because otherwise, how do we know whether or not we like them?
Exactly, yeah.
I don't know why. I look at them and I just imagine they all have British accents. Tell me I'm wrong.
Yeah, no. They all do.
Well, all orcs and goblins have British accents because they're football hooligans from the 80s.
Yeah.
They should be kicking off somewhere.
Now, this one's got the axe up, but it kind of looks like he's wiping his nose.
He probably is. Yeah.
Could be a bit of both.
Yeah.
I do like the massive snozzes on them. And they have that wicked Kev feel.
They do.
Which pretty much defined what Goblins was and is across so many different companies. So it's whenever you see a Goblin that isn't a big beaky thing with sharp features, you tend to go, "Oh, it's not right. You're not right. Are you not right?" I love these infantry. But the big, I suppose, be all and end all, how savage is your Beastmaster? Is savage enough to be riding on a massive saber-toothed kitty cat. And these are just cracking.
They're amazing.
Yeah. Look at that. Foot on unicorn scroll. Rawr. And then there's He-Man.
Yeah.
He-Man.
I love the little dude with the punch daggers.
Yes.
Nice.
That's just to stop people pulling him down off the top of a saber-toothed cat. If you manage to get past the teeth, then he needs to be able to punch you repeatedly in the face.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm all for that. And again, just a really nice set of berserk-looking goblins on a mount that's more likely to chuck them off and eat them, I suppose, than anything else.
Well, we all know goblins are rations.
Yeah.
It's a nice way of doing it. I also appreciate the hex bases.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's a nice touch. Something a little bit different, isn't it? Yeah.
Old school.
Yeah.
Yes, very much so. From the before times.
Mm-hmm. The long, long ago.
Look at that. He-Man had a shield. He didn't use it often, but he did have one.
Yeah, he does have.
But it wasn't a big skull. Just saying.
Although it might be Skeletor's face.
No, that's very true.
I do see. Aren't they doing yet another remake?
They are doing, and it looks great. I can't wait.
Yep.
I'm unsure of it.
Sod it. It's going to be so bad it's good, or it's going to be so good
there's a bit of cringe on there that I'm not up to.
Oh God,
Cringer.
Cringer.
No,
Cringer.
not Cringer.
If you don't have Cringer, then it's not He-Man.
No, not Cringer. Cringy.
Oh no, I love it.
Yeah,
I can't wait.
Yeah, these are just absolutely superb. Like I say, if you want, you can pick them up in a variety of ways. So you can grab them in separate bundles or as a big all-in-one, so you can get everything as a physical. You can grab the STLs for either the infantry or the cavalry. Mm-hmm. It will all be shipping from Bulgaria, so there are separate shipping rates depending where you are in the world. So the details are down there. And if you want to pick up the previous goblins from the previous Kickstarter, they are available as a add-on. However, I believe they are only available as physical.
Right.
So you can't get the STLs for those. But if you missed out on the spear or the bows or the characters who include the ogre from Warfrip, who I absolutely adore, then they are all in there along with their shields. I don't need those though. I've still got sprues worth of them. I've never glued on to anything because that's how I roll. I tuck my elbows in and lean forward. Bam. Only 7 days left. Already funded. Very low funding level.
Nice simple campaign again.
Yeah, really nice. Even like the little digital bone bit STLs. They're kind of cool.
Riding the old hammer wave once again. Yes. And if somebody's picked up, I don't know, some sort of old hammer styley fantasy game after last week's XLBS. Like Shadows of Centralis or something.
Might be called Shadows of Centralis.
Yeah.
Yes, it's called Shadows of Centralis. Yeah. Just double checked, it is. But yeah, these be spot on for that. Mm-hmm. So who knows? That may be the way we're going with it.
Wicked.
Right. Get in there. Spend your money.
Do it.
Support a small creator.
Yes.
You sons of bitches. Don't make me come over there. I will catch you.
Looks like an Indie of the Week. There you go.
Yeah. Right. I think it's time for some more news.
Even more news, bitches.
All right. Time for some more news. And Ben's going to kick things off by tinkling on the ivories.
What? No. What? Chopsticks?
Play me off, Jeff. No. So, yes, this comes from a wonderful collection. I see what you did here, Jerry.
Yes.
A wonderful collection and collaboration by Piano Wargames, who possibly make the best Napoleonic miniatures in the world.
Yes.
I'm going to say it here. And the folks at Wargames Atlantic. So, Piano Wargames, who've done loads of amazing stuff over the last few years, have teamed up to now release their first big plastic set, thanks to the folks at Wargames Atlantic. And they're starting off strong with a pretty solid kit that will allow you to run 1804 all the way up to 1814. But your French infantry in your great coats. So when it gets cold, as you march in towards Russia, you'll be okay. Well,
will you?
Maybe not. So the set comes with 28 figures broken down into your command and your skirmishers and your regular line infantry as well. So you can build them as such. So you can have them as the sort of standard marching line infantry. You can have them as the light infantry skirmishing in front, supporting fire. Or you can have them as the young guard if you wanted as well. You can have them in march attack pose, high portée, or shoulder arms, depending on which way you want to go, which is quite nice. And because, of course, this is a Wargames Atlantic and Piano Wargames kit, it also comes with lots of options. So you also got some different bits and bobs in there for having their shakos or bicorns, if you prefer. And they're pretty laden kits, as you can see from the sprues that we've got, which is very nice.
I mean,
a lot of people have already said, well, I'm buying at least 3.
Yes.
We'll get to that in a second. But yeah, really nice set for those people who want to run the French and get yourself started. A lot of the stuff from Piano Wargames in the past has been sort of covering the sort of Austrian side of things as well.
Oh, I mean,
that's their sort of bread and butter, as it were. But if you are looking for like the core of a good French force, this is pretty nailed on for you to be doing that. And it's going to give you everything you need for sort of running the sort of start of your army, really. As we said, though, if you buy 3 boxes from Piano Wargames, they've got a nice dealio where you get, obviously, the 3 unit, which is great because that's going to be fantastic for marching into battle. But you'll also get a white metal mounted officer, as you can see down there.
Ossifer. Now, it doesn't say exclusive. I did troll through their cavalry officer packs and I couldn't find him. Not saying he's not in there somewhere or that he's not going to come out onto the website later on. But he is a nice little addition if you go via Piano.
Yes.
So currently this is the method to get him.
This is absolute genius by not just Piano Wargames, but also Wargames Atlantic. Their initial release, British Rifleman, nice little box, very compact, half frame, I think it is, or maybe full frame. It's a small little set though.
Yeah.
Spanish have languished somewhere since time began, and someday they may see plastic. But buddying up with Piano, who have done such an extensive selection of French and Prussian and Austrian and a whole host, and his sculpting is sublime. This really is how to do, how to crank out Napoleonics in plastic to a high quality. Because somebody's already done all of the sculpting and heavy lifting. It's just a case of how can we transfer that into a plastic set.
You get the added benefit of the fact that they're all in their greatcoats, so you don't have to worry about painting the uniforms.
Don't have to paint all of this white. We see this guy in the middle. That's what all these bitches would be like underneath. And I'm just glad to see they're all
the grey, and then away you go. So so fantastic.
I mean, it's not a small box either.
No.
Considering they've gone with essentially 2 frames, because it's 2 halves and a full frame. So the tooling cost on that one's a bigger than usual, but then getting your skirmishers, Volker, I suppose, and your command, along with options on the command as well. I'm not doing 28mm Napoleonic. When I do my Napoleonics, I'm doing them Peter Dennis 18mm from Wi-Fi. I said it. That's it.
We'll probably end up talking about this in the XLBS in more detail, but I will say this could potentially be them lining the route towards whatever they're doing with their sharp game, putting some things out there. I'm just saying.
And suddenly you have Jerry's attention.
So,
I hadn't even thought of the sharp game, but you're right. They are doing that.
Because you're going to need French at some point. Admittedly, it would be weird for them to be in greatcoats on the peninsula, but it's certainly
did get cold during the winter.
So it's certainly lining the route with some lovely plastics.
Did Sharp ever do a Christmas special?
Didn't need a Christmas special. The closest Christmas special was when he bought a knock gun for Sergeant Harper. That was a Christmas special right there. That was very special. But we didn't get to see it. Anyway,
But lovely plastics, and I would assume this isn't going to be the end of what we see from
I hope not.
Napoleonics. They've done French in greatcoats. Maybe we'll see some Russians to go up against them, or maybe we'll see some British or something like that.
I think it comes down to how well it sells.
Yeah.
At the end of the day,
so buy as many boxes as possible.
When Wargames Atlantic do a collaboration, they tend to be a little more expensive because they're not just their own sculpts. They're also having to pay for the IP/sculpting work of another company. And then you'll often see things like, I like them, but ... if only they weren't in greatcoats. I'll buy them when they do them in regular uniform. And you're going, well,
do them in regular until you buy the greatcoats.
It's that catch-22. Yeah. Nobody likes everything, or nobody needs everything all the time. But sometimes it does just come down to economics, unfortunately.
I will say, I think Wargames Atlantic obviously selling the box set, but Piano also sells separate sprues as well. So if you do want to buy
individually,
if you buy the box, or you buy 3 boxes or whatever, and then you just need some more skirmishes or something, you can go and buy just the skirmisher sprues. If you
I suppose it comes down to the game you're playing.
Yeah.
Because some
Chosen Men obviously need a few more skirmishes. If you're
Yeah.
playing a bigger rank and file game like Black Powder or whatever. Or
yeah, you're probably fine with what's in there.
Yeah. So
just mount them up on pairs and off you tot. Right. Speaking of plastic fun, lots coming up there in the skies. Justino?
Well, some in the skies, some on the ground, but it is for one of the companies that I have to say I have quite literally fallen in love with just because it's so charming and cute. The guys at BricksKrieg are bringing us more World War II goodness, kicking off with a British Typhoon squad.
Yay!
So honestly, I'm just amazed at how well they get the silhouettes of everything that they're building with these. It looks correct and proper.
Yes. Yeah.
So yes, you'll be able to grab these, but on top of that, you've got some British Bofors coming in there as well. So AA, ACAC.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Look at those guns. They're so cute.
It's so delightful how cute they are. I think this is the only one I've seen where they've had to do like a custom piece for the wheels. Or maybe you can get that.
It might not even be a custom piece.
It won't be custom piece. It's Lego style-y. So their wheels, they are the biggest tire manufacturer in the world.
They are.
So I'm pretty sure they've got plenty of wheel type things out there, axles and supports and everything else.
Yeah. And
I always like the fact that, because it's been designed by the MOD, which is the community get together and somebody will post going, I've made a Bofors gun. Here are the pieces. So, because you can buy individual Lego brick pieces online, and then you can set, there may even be a program. I'm positive there's a program, and people just start putting together things and going, oh, I want to make a cab for a tractor unit.
Yeah, and here's your brick
list. I've done it like this. Okay. And then they tell the community, and then sometimes they go, that's genius. That needs to be a gaming piece. And then they sell the bits so that you can do it.
Yeah, I do think the cutest one is the ZiS-6, the Russian truck. Tell me that's not adorable.
That is very nice. I do like it.
It'd be better if they were all on fire.
That's where they become the objective pieces. So.
And the last one they've done is one of the most terrifying weapons of history, the Russian Katyusha.
Is that for the person who has to arm it, or is it?
Have you never seen a battery of those firing off, Ben?
I have. Yeah, they're terrifying.
It's terrifying in the extreme.
It's not as much fun as the German ones. Which didn't look like they've been dragged out of a farmer's scrapyard.
Well, I mean, coming out of a farmer's scrapyard, at least it's functional.
Very true.
Well, no, so it's 4 new kits coming into BricksKrieg, and I think, if these guys are just going to keep going and going and going, and I think people are going to have more and more fun. So there's this week's question for me is, which vehicle or unit from World War II do you want to see put into BricksKrieg next?
Well, I definitely want to see more aircraft, because I have the Hurricanes and the Stukas, and now I'm going to grab the Typhoons. So then I've got a few more planes for the Allied side of things.
Oh, wow. Are you going to play Blood Red Skies with it?
Well, talking of that, they already have obviously their quick play rules for playing BricksKrieg. We actually have a gameplay video on the channel, so you can go and see what it's like. But they're going to do air combat rules as well, simple air combat rules. So I'm going to be able to just play with all my brick planes flying around. We need more German planes. That's what we need now, really. Not
just that, though. I think they've said that the full rules, because the quick play is very quick, very, I'm not going to say limited, but restrictive in what you can do, because they are just, I mean, even things like the aircraft rules are just sort of, here's how you can do it. And then you just sort of get in there. And when myself and Jay were playing, it was like, okay, they haven't really determined this in the rules, because it's just a simplified starters rule set. But I think they've said this year they're going to be publishing their full rules.
That'll be cool.
Which will be more expansive. And if you want to play a full World War II war game with bricks,
So
do this.
good. Yes.
I would like to see some early war French from BricksKrieg.
Right.
There'll be the colours for it.
They'll be blue. Pastel blue.
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
Yeah.
But I think it could be cool to see them do like a Charbie.
Yeah.
I think it could be very cute.
I would not want to have to try and work out the construction of that model in any way, shape, or form. But I'm sure somebody in the MOD has.
Someone in the MOD will do it, yeah. So
the worst part, because I mean, it's easy to build a char,
Mm-hmm.
but it's building one at the same scale as everything else, which is comparatively equal across the board. So there's not a massive difference in sizes. At that point, extrapolations have to be taken into account.
Yeah,
but just stand back, take your glasses off, and everything looks fine.
Oh God, if they try and build the Tog too.
Choo choo, I'm a Tog.
there is a very active Facebook community for BricksKrieg, so you never know. Someone might have already had a pop at it. So
Yeah.
Like I say, the MOD is there,
Yeah.
constantly working on stuff. So
yes,
who knows what they get up to?
great stuff. Can't wait for more German planes. Bring me more German planes, BricksKrieg. I need to have as many planes as possible and those easy rules so I can start playing some games.
You want some V1s? Diddle bugs that you have to try and shoot down. Right, enough of that.
Practice your Doppler effect, Ben. Go on.
It's very good. Fastest bun in the world. It's gone. Right. We're going to finish off the news and this week's show with an hour-long seminar about DreadBall.
Yes.
So if everybody sits down,
Prepare
makes
for the
themselves comfortable.
slideshow. Yeah.
Yep. Brace yourself.
You joke, but there is one which you didn't realise
Oh, good.
because I thought you'd already seen the slideshow. So fun times. But yes, DreadBall is Mantic's Warpath universe sports game.
Mm-hmm.
It is coming back with a new version called DreadBall All Stars, starring the delightful Jervis Johnson Esquire. He has been brought in, having retired from Games Workshop. He's not allowed to retire from game design as he's been working on Trench Crusade and DreadBall All Stars, Godzilla RPG. He's doing that. He's doing
What if I
couple
wanted
other
to put
things.
my feet up? No,
not
Johnson.
allowed. No, bad.
So his first day after retiring at workshop. Breathe the free air, brothers.
I don't even think he got that.
He walked out of one door, out of the Mantic, out of the Games Workshop building, and just into the Mantic building.
Yep. Well, not just bad. He's here, there, and everywhere working as an independent contractor.
Now you're thinking with portals.
So, All Stars, DreadBall, many editions, different, special. Where we start? Let's start with DreadBall as it was. It was a I Go You Go turn-based sports game. Where you had a team of 5 on the table, and you had group of action tokens. You could double down one of those activations onto a model, so you could have the same model activate twice at a turn. But essentially, you did all your movement, then your opponent came in, did all of theirs, and there were 29 teams, something like that, covering every Mantic Warpath army and some alien races that never made it into armies. They were just added into the games, like the weird and wacky hobgoblins, or the energy aliens and the crystalline aliens, and they just loaded tons of fun in there. And it was a great game, and it has a lot of fans. There was even a DreadBall Ultimate, which was a 6-player arena game. Has not been available for a while. DreadBall Fanatics group is huge, but if you want to join, it's tricky because you're having to source all the stuff. So they said they weren't going to come back and redo a 3rd edition / 4th edition that was going to be the same as the previous ones. This is a totally different way of looking at things. The biggest change is they're leaning into what was almost a throwaway comment in DreadBall regarding Lucky Logan, a MVP, because you had your standard teams and then you had named special players, most valued players, who you could buy in, and they were better. They did stuff, but they were just better. The reason Lucky Logan was so lucky that he always seemed to avoid serious injury is in the backstory, he was actually a clone. And anytime Lucky Logan died or was hideously injured, they would just replace him and then shoot the old one in the head. Word hadn't broke out about this, because what would happen is they would always keep it secret. One point he was returning from a match and his ship disappeared, and then they activated a new clone, and a little while later the old Logan clone appeared, and he ended up playing in DreadBall Extreme, which was a spin-off game as a more street version. So it had a lot of stuff going on, which, while a lot of fun, was probably a bit more involved than some people want these days with their games. DreadBall All-Stars takes that out. Teams are fixed. You have your various players. They are always at peak performance. They play for one of the big teams. And therefore, you sign your life away when you join them. And when you get a broken leg, like a horse, you get shot and a new clone is activated. So they're always peak performance, but they're a rigid, solid, fixed team. There are going to be cards that allow you to do things in like a campaign/league setting that will allow you to tweak things, but not change the players themselves. I have some of the cards. So if I go there, we can see some of the stuff that's going to be in the core set. The initial run will contain, I think, the jets and the, you'll see their names in a minute. Can't remember. The McKinley jets are named after the guys, the corporation that run the McKinley drives, the biggest, bestest interstellar ships are McKinley drive driven ones. They're the ones that allow you to go out and about through the galaxy, which makes sense then that the jets are very quick, nimble, they sleek. They live up to the name of the corporation that's sponsoring them. And this is the theme behind the DreadBall All-Stars, is it's all baked into some of the global prosperity spheres, big heading companies and corporations.
Rather than it being more sort of species or race defined kind of thing. Yeah.
So you'll be able to see things like within them, the Juggernauts is the other team. So you've got a very slick, fast group, and then you've got brutal hard hitters, which, as we can see, has both a Forge Father and a Marauder in there. Other noticeable things they've done: the board looks to be slightly smaller.
It does, yeah.
Strike zones are smaller as well. The stat line has increased. So you have your move, 3 hexes, you have sprint value if you want to double dip to go faster, further. You'll have that as well. But then you also have things like, instead of having like an agility score, they've split dodging and throwing. So you can have somebody who's good at dodging, but crap at throwing, or vice versa. It gives more granularity and means that each of the characters is more of a character than a generic phenotype. Yeah,
a little more individualization.
Yeah. You can see here that Duke Clutch Sonnerson cannot be pushed back. And you can also see the card says ready. And the reason for that is when you're playing, you have a card for each player. Now it is one character activates. And when they finished activating, they flip the card from ready to used, and then your opponent moves. So rather than it becoming a bit of a scrap where you would have a full go to get into position and then beat your opponent down and occasionally score, now everything should move a lot faster, which is interesting because DreadBall was already a very fast game in comparison to some other sports games, but you should have a lot more interactivity and fluidity between the two teams shifting.
You can be more reactive than just having a set defense.
Yeah.
So the ball's going to be pinging back and forth between the two sides, as well as the players moving back and forth between them as well.
Yes.
That's cool.
You can see there's also some different cards as well. So like a DreadBall Underdogs card, you get a bonus die. And as you can see, the dice have changed from D6 to D8 as well. Again, allows
very
more
mathy.
It means all of the Sci-Fi use D8s.
Yeah.
DreadBall, Firefight, Warpath, and now and Dead Zone as well, sorry. And so so they all have D8s, they all have a similar system to them. And because this game started it all with the maybe Dead Zone did, but the the exploding dice mechanic, I imagine, will still be in there, and the stat rules being a set number of dice, and then you modify the dice number, not the value. So it means it's very quick for people to pick up. A full turn, by the way, is all of your cards flipped, plus a coaching card, which allows you to reactivate one.
Oh, that's nice.
So you still can, with a spectacular MVP, do that, and you can do that at any point. So you could activate your first player and then play your coaching card to activate him again or activate somebody else.
But it's about working out when you want to use that.
Yeah,
yes,
when you want
to make that swing point in a turn.
Yeah. So everybody's getting a chance to get a run out, from what we can see, but mixed teams within a set theme, all sort of being defined by the
I think that's a cool idea.
The theming of the team as well. And the miniatures will be pre-assembled plastics. So previous ones were PVC, and you had to assemble them yourself for some, rather
which
than others.
confused many board gamers.
Well, they got it and thought everything was broken. I know that.
I reckon they'll probably end up being a bit like the Halo ones then, I would guess.
I'm imagining that will be exactly what we're looking at, is the Halo.
Coloured plastics.
Coloured plastic, pre-assembled. So if you don't want to paint, you can just play the game. And if you do want to play and paint your stuff up, you can go nuts, because there's some nice looking sculpts in there.
Go nuts for donuts.
Here we can see, for example, the jets contain human, big blobby droid, and oh my god, is that an Asterian marionette?
Asterian?
It is.
Yeah.
Yes, it is. The Hawk.
What were you going to say there, Justin, as well? Sorry.
All I need to say is, Ronnie, shut up, take my money.
Yeah, I'll be fascinated to see where it goes. Apparently, I don't know if there's. I think I heard Jervis say that there's going to be potentially a couple of boards, so that things like Ultimate
4 arenas,
and what was the big guy one that came out?
The one you were just talking about before.
Oh, the 6-player battle royale.
No, not Ultimate. They released a game where it was just the giants who would go in there as like a halftime show.
Oh, right.
And would punch each other repeatedly in the face.
Okay.
It's still going to be viable, or we'll have a different, because essentially there's going to be different game modes that you can play. So while the game itself is changing slightly, the same concepts and aesthetics will be running throughout DreadBall. So
6-player battle royale modes in there as well, apparently, which sounds fun.
Well, that's your DreadBall Ultimate. So I'll be fascinated to see where it goes. It's going to Kickstarter on St. Paddy's Day, so if it's not up before 11 o'clock, it'll be the 18th before I back it.
Yeah, no, that's mean. See, I can't not back this one. The only question is, am I able to convince myself to go all in?
Well, there's going to be 7 teams.
7 teams. Yeah.
4 arenas with different game modes, events, 6-player battle royales, we just said.
Yeah, and there's going to be exclusives and expansions and all the other good loveliness that work.
Exclusive Kickstarter pricing with huge savings and early content.
Oh, no,
By Grabthar's Hammer, what savings?
I will never financially recover from this.
New art by Stefan Kopinski as well, which is cool.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, it'll be fascinating to see where it goes. Obviously, there is a big community there of veterans. This is something different. This is not the league format and not the...
It's becoming something different other than sort of sci-fi Blood Bowl for a lot of people.
Well,
which I think is quite nice, but
it never really was. It was its own game.
No, but like I think a lot of people have that
specifically
idea
build
of it.
But you could specifically build your team. You could go, okay, I'm going to Forge Fathers. I'm going to have 2 guards, some jacks, and then maybe 1 thrower. And then during a campaign, they would change over time. Whereas they're still having the league idea behind this, and those cards will come into play to help sort of do that. But the fact that it's a fixed team, it's always a fixed. You're playing the Jets, you'll have the Jets. You're playing the Juggernauts, you'll have the Juggernauts. And you will
pick up and play.
Pick up and play, and somebody can join a league that's been playing for a couple of months without going, oh, you're always the underdog and you're always going to get your face smashed. Because everybody else has been playing longer than you and their team is better far better than a regular one out of the box. So it's going to be fascinating. I think it's hopefully going to open DreadBall up for a lot more players.
I think so.
I also like the fact that they've gone 7 teams. That's it. Not, we'll keep adding another team every 2 to 5 minutes, and then you'll end up with 150 teams, and you're not going to be able to comprehend what you've got.
Or so know what tactics to play against each other.
Oh, it's not even that. It's just the sheer volume. Trying to, because they said even with the last time, they did too much and trying to make 27 distinctive teams
is tough.
It is not just tough, but it was, it was an absolute nightmare for the designers. So I think by leaning more into the Warpath universe background, going, okay, well, who runs these teams? Megacorps. They do it. It's all about, bread and circuses. Keep the hoi polloi in line, and that makes sense. And then you don't want your best players to get sidelined. So everybody gets cloned. You always have the same lineup. And then you can be more fastidious in how you play the team rather than having to worry about, is my opponent going to gotcha me with some weird Judwan combo that I've not seen before because they were nimbly catchy filth. So it should be more contained and more of a accessible board game for people who don't even play other Mantic games. And it might just be an access point where people go, okay, I'll explore board games, or just go, oh, I just like the idea of sci-fi speedball, essentially. Go brutal deluxe. But yeah, so there you go.
It wasn't that bad. There you go. So it was cool.
You were very gentle with us, Jerry.
I was very gentle.
I'm sure we'll talk about it more when the Kickstarter lands in March.
Yeah.
There's a folder. There's a press accessible folder that has rules. And when I opened it, there's nothing in it with a little coming soon notepad entry. That's no fun. So will I be F5ing that every morning until they upload something into that? Yes, I will. But people have had the option to playtest it at Mantic's head office now for a couple of months. So I imagine now that they've announced Jervis is working on it along with other people, and if anybody was under NDAs, they may be over now, so might start to hear more, or they might be sort of filtering out. I know they said over the next month or so, 4 to 6 weeks, say, on the run up to the actual Kickstarter release, they'll be doing some more blogs and videos and stuff.
Wicked.
So we will find out more.
Yeah. Ben, you do our travel organization these days. Any chance of a recon mission to Nottingham? Just asking for a friend.
I see.
It's like that, is it?
Okay. Yeah.
Right. Okay. I think it's time to go. We'll be away until Sunday.
Yes.
And then we'll be back over at OnTableTop.com
We will.
for the XLBS, where you can join our cultists and see what we get up to when the prying eyes of YouTube's is not looking at us. Otherwise, we'll be back here again next week for more of the same. Until then, have a great week of gaming. Bye-bye.
Go ahead and check out our other content on screen now. And while you're at it, why not hit subscribe and remember to ding our dong. Go on, you know you want to click it. Go on.